The life between the two countries are completely different in that I often think about this, especially now that I travel back to other countries to do the humanitarian work that I do, and I sometimes reflect on that. I find in Canada, essentially the people are the same, the needs are the same, they have the same dreams and desires. How we go about achieving them seem to be the difference. So, for example, in Sri Lanka or in some of these countries, I find life is much more slow paced and slower. There's always time for people. And one of the things I remember when I came to Canada was I never saw people on the streets. They were inside the house, the houses were closed. And as a child, I grew up. The first job in the morning for me is to open the windows and doors so people could come. Of course, I realized why you cannot open it here. At minus 30, you couldn't have anything open here. So that was some of the things I remember. And the speed of which people get things done here. I sometimes think it's efficient. And in that process, sometimes we tend to lose the humanity or the humanness, the time to send, build relationships. This is what a third world country society is based on. Relationships to people are far more important than schedules. And that's one thing I still find. Fortunately, I have retained some of that. I can sit down and talk to people, take the time. Schedule is important. I'm agitated when I cannot set my schedule, the Canadian schedule that I'm used to. But I think people somehow, with relationship, I found that to be different. Politically, of course, the freedom. I don't think anybody can argue about the freedom that we have in this country. Freedom not only to express yourself, that is responsible freedom, but to actually to become what you want to become here, no matter who you are. Individual rights are protected, and individuals are allowed to excel, even though there's some prejudice every now and again with certain things. But I have never found that to be a limiting factor. Yeah, so I really admire that, because we did not have that growing up. If you came from a different tribe or a different class, or even financially from a different class, you didn't have the same opportunities. The opportunities were reserved to people from higher class, higher caste. Those people excelled. The poor person did not have the voice, and I don't find that to be the case here in Alberta or in Canada. So that is one important thing I hope that we will all protect for all our children and the future of this country.